Hello StarCraft fans, this is FalconPaladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Paria and validng on Orbital Shipyard. Alright, in the top right of Orbital Shipyard we have the red Taran player. It is Paria, usually spelled with an H at the end, but I think that's what we're going for unless it is Paria. In the bottom left of Orbital Shipyard we have the blue Zerg player. It is validng. Alright, so Orbital Shipyard does tend to make some pretty standard plays. Haven't seen too much crazy stuff on this map. You have this base here, you have a nice safe expansion here behind as well, a single place to wall off, which is exactly what Paria is doing. However, this base is also fairly accessible from the air, so you'll notice you can come across here with dropships or drop lords or warp prisms, whatever cause some trouble. So some players like to put their second base here, where it's kind of easier to defend. It's a shorter walk distance between the two bases than all the way up here to back here, I think. Anyway, I don't know. Early hatch first coming up from validng, choosing to take the safe base. We'll see. It looks like Paria is probably going to put a command center back here eventually, but for now, it is a one-base play, and depending on the fact, yep, we have gas coming up. Probably going to be a Reaper expand. Barracks is a couple minutes away from completion here. validng should be able to deal with it pretty darn quickly as well. Extractor coming up, no spawning pool yet, playing this pretty greedily if you ask me. Spawning pool, there's enough money for it, and there it is. Okay, so we did go hatchery, extractor, spawning pool, which is fairly standard stuff. If you're worried about the Taran going Broxy on you, you can go spawning pool first into extractor, but it's nice to have the gas available to get metabolic boost immediately upon completion of the spawning pool. So I think that's what validng was going for there. Orbital command being researched. Second refiner coming up as well, and definitely a Reaper. There it is on the way on our production tab. Sending out an SCV as well to scout. Only scout so far has been validng's Overlord, which has seen literally nothing. Not a single Taran unit. Oh, will he see this SCV? Oh, for about half a second. He saw the SCV in his field of vision. I don't think validng caught that though, and really seeing an SCV coming to scout out, not a big deal. validng see exactly 100 gas available for that metabolic boost if he wants to do it. Definitely wants queens first, so double queen and now metabolic boost. There it is. Excellent, excellent play indeed. Here comes the Reaper, going to try to kill some stuff. There are no queens, there are no lings yet. 6 lings are in production, and they should pop out right about now. KD8 charge, knocking back some of those drones. That's about it. The lings on the creep are faster than the Reaper can get some shots off, forcing him back, getting some shots in. Gonna try to get back into the main base. Guess what? More lings are here. Run, Reaper. You are in such a dangerous position. KD8 charge again. One more shot. No, the Reaper does get out. Okay, 15 hit points. Couple more shots to kill it, but still. Reaper gets no kills. Does get a good scout out, though. Sees there's no Roach Warren yet. Sees metabolic boost is on the way. Does try to get a bunker down here. Sneaky, sneaky SCV. Gets killed by the Queen. Queen has a single kill. She's very happy about that. This wall-off is here. Marines are being produced now. No more Reapers. No Marauders. The Reaper comes on home with a little bit of shame. Having it, again, got a scout off, so not too terrible. Starport is now on the way as well. Where the heck is the factory? There it is. Way up top. Reactor being built on that factory. We'll have to see if it is used for Hellions or if we're going to do a swap and double pump medevacs. Yes, it is going to be Hellions. So once again, fairly standard opener, Heart of the Swarm style for the Taran player. We do have hope that we will see some Liberator play here, or maybe some Cyclones. Haven't seen Cyclones against Zerg for a long time though. If you look on YouTube under LOTV, I think my game between Railgun and BSTQT is the highest, or the #1 on that search on YouTube. But anyway, that's a game where BSTQT actually went for Mass Cyclone against Railgun and pretty much wrecked him. That was in a previous patch, and I think in the current patch, Cyclone damage was nerfed quite a bit. It's not quite the World Destroyer that it used to be, and so I don't think Taran players like to use them as much as they used to in Zerg and ZVT anyway. We do see them quite a bit in TVP in particular builds, and it works fairly well. So the Cyclone seems pretty balanced. I'd like to see it maybe more in a TVZ type matchup, but speaking of Taran, I have contacted quite a few Taran players to kind of be my featured Taran on the channel. I have heard from you Taran guys that I don't have like a go-to Taran person that I have a playlist dedicated to and stuff. Like I have Puck and Vampiworm, I have Tang and Railgun, players like that for the Zerg and Taran races, or Zerg and Protoss races. But Taran, I've just had such a hard time finding a dedicated like GM pro level Taran player to send me replays. I really don't know what it is. Maybe they know it's because I main Zerg. And maybe they hate me because of that. Here's the Liberator. Alright, Paria did not disappoint us. But anyway, I've tried to contact BCQT. I've tried to contact, who was the other guy that I was looking at there as well? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Anyway, it was another Korean Protoss player. Just amazing, amazing stuff. Again, trying to get in contact with them, doing my best for you guys. If you can get out there and find some stuff for me for Taran, find somebody, convince them that they want to be on my channel. I'll link back to their Twitch and their YouTube and their Twitter and whatnot and make them very happy. But here are the roaches on the ground. They do pretty well against this, except for the Liberator. Liberator with Defender mode, pretty intimidating stuff. Not available yet, though. Defender mode in research right now, just about to finish. Very, very close. I think we're going to wait for that before going in for the attack. The hatchery does finish. That's very, very nice. A couple lings get roasted to death by these Hellbats, but this is a Hellbat Marine Liberator push. I like this combination from Paria. Let's see how effective it's going to be. Going to set up Defender mode. There it is. There's the Circle of Doom. We're going to stand right inside that and try to kill stuff. 85 damage per shot with that Defender mode. Does two-shot roaches as that one dies in a fiery death. The roaches are trying to do what they can, but Paria just going to march right on up here. Going to try to kill that extractor. Going to try to kill roaches. Another roach ends up dead. This is a terrible, terrible spot for validng to be in right now. There are Hydras on the way, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Hydras are spawning piece by piece, trying to kill what they can. Defender mode being used again. The roaches are just standing in and taking it. Look at this, two-shotting. The Liberator is up to... Okay, that one has 0 kills, but this guy has 4. There are 2 Liberators here. One dies to the Hydras, though. Good play with those Hydralisks, taking out a single Liberator, but this base is not long for the world. The Queen trying to defend as best she can. Not going to happen. Another roach comes up, rallies around, gets dead before it can even get a shot off at anything. This roach trying to rally gets turned away at the perfect time there. But yeah, Widow Mines as well coming out across the map. Units streaming left and right. This is a one-base play from Paria. Look at this. And it might actually work, killing this third base. Not the end of the world, Zerg players. Again, keep in mind, if you're watching this saying, oh no, validng is a ton of trouble. Yes, he kind of is, but again, no second command center at all for Paria. Not even one in production right now. Look at this, nothing at all. This is a one base all-in type play. If validng can keep its 2 bases, can keep the Hydralisk count high enough to snipe down the Liberators, might be able to win this. So hold on to your hats, everybody. This is going to be a hold by validng. Going to try to make it work. And if you're rooting for him, root for him. If you're rooting for the Taran, root for the Taran. And in the end, we will have to see what happens. The Reaper comes in to scout things out, sees exactly what's going on. Katie at her charge gets thrown in there just for fun, stands in and dies. Poor little Reaper, just trying to get some scout off and try to harass some units. 10 damage done to those drones. Again, whoa, more and more Defender Liberator modes being thrown down. A scan as well. Really can't go down that ramp without dying. Sorry, validng, you are a little bit stuck right now. And again, if Paria was smart, Paria would be expanding behind this. Really spending his money fairly well, though, so maybe not enough money to do that. Another Liberator on the way. 10 Hydras in production. Ravagers as well. And we're going for it. We are walking right into that zone of death. Everybody dies. Corrosive Bile thrown down, missing everything again. I think a couple shots did hit that Liberator, but that was it. And the contain has been set up. Liberators, and third circle comes in, overlapping that ramp. This is just such a tough spot for validng to be in. He cannot get out of this base. Not going to happen. There's the second command center. Paria expanding behind it. It does not look good for validng whatsoever. Trying to mass up units, getting upgrades. Oh, getting a Nidus network. Is that the plan? Alright, he says, if you're going to keep me inside my base, I'm going to Nidus you. Might actually work, depending on how patient Paria is. Paria seems to be content to just leave the Zerg player stuck inside his base. The longer that happens, the longer time we have for this Nidus network to complete, and possibly we have vision. There's vision over here for the Zerg player. Getting a lot of roaches and hydras in here. It might turn into a base race. Oh, wait a second. That wasn't a second command center at all. That was sneaky. Lifting off the command center, dropping it over here. I don't know. Paria, maybe that was not a good idea. Tanks. Heck, why not get tanks against Roach Hydra? Slowly pushing in with the defender mode. There it is. Pop. Tanks setting up on the low ground into siege mode. And here we come, pushing on up onto the creep. Nidus network popping here. Interestingly enough, but here we come. Widow Mines burrowing in the front. All of these creep timbers die immediately. this one as well. Probably going to die. Nope, it's going to live. Evolution chamber under fire from those siege tanks. And there it goes. The eruption. Oh, is it a double? Interesting. So we evacuated a lot of drones here to go for a third base. Force the retreat of the entire army. Paria saying, I heard that Nidus network. Where is it? The other one pops here as well. Are we going to pop out here? validng could just choose to stay inside the Nidus war, but nope. Everybody comes out. The Lings are very surprised to see there's not even an orbital command here. What's going on? Going after supply depots, hopefully trying to supply block the Taran player. A small group of Marines, a Hellbat and a Hellion is here with a tank in the back, but the flow is never ending for validng, taking out refineries, taking out production facilities, supply blocking Paria. So many supply depots are falling left and right. A tank ends up dead as well, burning down supply depots, and might just retreat into the Nidus at this point. A lot of damage has been done, and yes, going back into the Nidus, desperately trying to make it happen. The siege tanks are setting up, and nope, Paria waited too long. They are going to kill the Nidus, but that's it. Supply blocked is Paria, down 89 to 126 total supply. Hatcheries being put everywhere for validng right now. Popping out the army here, getting past the Liberator Defender mode, as well as these Widow Mines with 2 kills and 1 kill there. Inject not looking super good for the Queens. That's okay, the attention has definitely been elsewhere in this game. So again, one basing Taran against officially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 basing Zerg. So you think the Zerg player would do better here. Widow Mine shots kill a bunch of those Hydras. The Hydras are here. They're forcing away the Liberators on their own. Unsupported Liberators do explode, and that one explodes. This guy manages to escape with his 0 kills, flying away. The army does retreat back in production for Paria, canceling a command center. Why would you do that? What is happening? Gonna build it down here instead. I guess okay. I guess that makes sense. The army is defending. There's a single Liberator, 2 tanks, Marines, Hellbats. Nobody has any upgrades. Okay, I lied. The Hellbats do have a +1 upgrade there with their napalm spray, as well as the tanks. That +1 giving them an additional damage versus the armored, which is what roaches are, do really well against those roaches. Replanting the third base. So 3, 4, 5 total bases. 6 total bases for validng right now. Up to 47 workers. Continuing to make drones, continuing to make queens, getting extractors as well. And now the question is going to be, what's the next move for validng? Hey, that rhymed. Paria now just taking the second base here at the 12-minute mark. The one base attack did not work. validng was able to escape. I feel like if Paria had been a little bit more aggressive, slowly pushing in with the defender mode, circles here, then here, then here, then here, could have taken down that lair, which would have been so nice. So great for the Zerg player, or for the Taran player, but he was a little bit too passive, thought he had the contain, forgot about Nidus, allowed the army out there for validng, allowed a lot of his stuff to die, and now validng is back in the game. The Overseer taking some shots from this Liberator. If you have not seen Liberators before, they do have missile launchers doing 7 damage and 2 attacks, as well as splash damage there. So pretty good against Mutalisks, and pretty quick too. Look at this, chasing down this Overseer, and does manage to survive with 4 hit points for the time being. A couple of Marine shots could make quick work of it though. No, skirting danger, and that's it. Gets a quick scout off, sees the composition, exactly what validng needs. Good play indeed. A Hydra spawns up here for some reason. A Hydra here as well. And a Hydra here. So I'm not sure what good a single Hydralisk is, but I think maybe all the hotkeys are just, all the hatcheries are just hotkeyed together. They are. So he says, make a few Hydras, and they just pop up wherever they might need to be. Liberator comes on over. Going to take some shots from this Hydralisk. Nope, stops just in time. The army going to deal with this hatch. Run for your life. Run so far and so fast, Hydralisk. Your death approaches. And nope, not going to happen. Gets some shots off. Tries to kill a Widow Mine. Gets burned to death and killed. And the hatchery's under fire as well. But you know what? This is just one of 6 available to validng right now. It's 62 to 32 total harvesters. Valley's up to 161 to 118 total supply. Resources lost tab shows the Zerg player has lost 5,400 minerals and 1,500 gas, while Paria has lost 3,500 minerals and 900 gas. So definitely more cost effective is the Taran, but I think this might snowball out of control before too long. Yeah, this base also going to end up dead, and there comes the Nidus. Da, 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 da. While you're busy killing this base, there's a Nidus in your main. Oh, validng. You're being very, very sneaky indeed today. Inject. Queen injects aren't the greatest, but here it is. And all the lings come out going after these supply depots once again with +2 carapace. They don't have attack, so that doesn't help them too much. A few Hellbats do spawn, a couple tanks as well. I don't think it's really going to matter. The Roach Hydra numbers are a little bit too large. The attack rate a little bit too slow for the siege tanks. Bam. All completely dead. Missile turrets falling. This Liberator's in the wrong place. Does end up dead to the Hydralisks. Everything being forced to lift off or stay and die here as well. Paria losing supply depots, losing containment on this game. That planetary fortress down to the third base is no use when the army is already inside your main. Paria is supply blocked, losing so many supply depots, trying to make a stand here at this ramp and just escaping back into the Nidus with some of the workers, but nope, these guys are going to stand and fight, take out additional supply depots, engineering bays, then try to retreat, but oh no, that's not going to happen. Trying to stand in and fight. We'll have to see how this Roach Hydra composition can do against this Hellbat Marine Widowmine composition. I think pretty darn well. Few more units end up dead there for the Zerg player. Oh, they got the command center as well. Excellent, excellent. Pick off, exit. Nidus Swarm trying to be built here. Will Paria let it finish? No, Paria comes right on in here. Good concave though by the Hydras, but the siege tanks are in siege mode. And I think that might be it. Pretty good spread. Gonna try to make the best of a bad situation. Is validng. Gets inside. Oh, gets inside the Nidus. Saves quite a few units, and the Nidus does die. But look at that escape. Where is our Nidus Worm? Here it is. Yeah, 4 pages of units in here. A lot of people survived the Great Massacre. This is the only base that is left for Paria. Really nothing mining right now. Paria has not enough money to sustain all this. I think Paria might be used to these one base plays. Not quite sure what to do if it goes into the mid game. Missile turret going to kill this Overseer. And indeed it does. Overseer gets a quick scout off, sees what's going on. And yeah, there's just no way. Paria cannot sustain this. Income tab shows 1,300 minerals, 500 gas. Compared to 200 minerals and 32 gas for our Taran player. validng playing this pretty darn well. Double expanding again right here and right here. This base has been up and running for quite some time. A very, very nice source of income for validng. Long distance mining are these drones. This is free, but the drones don't know it, that they're going the long way around. Here comes the push by Paria though, going to try to make something happen. 133 to 71 supply. Paria cannot get out of the supply block, which is a problem. Nidus Swarm here going to erupt, might throw Paria into a bit of a panic. Widowmine's going to burrow on the ramp. Indeed they are. Siege tanks are going to set up before they can siege though. Here comes the army. Roaches, Hydras, siege mode is ready to go. Smashing down what they can. The Marines slowly being killed. Hellbats as well getting whittled down left and right. Taking a lot of damage though are these Roaches, and the Hydras getting right on top of the siege tanks. Slowly getting whittled down, but the siege tank, there's only one left, and that's it. Paria calls the GG. validng calls the GG as well. Nice muses? Did he mean? I don't know. Nice something. But that's it. Paria is defeated. validng is victorious, and Paria has left the game here at the 18-minute mark. So, alright. Pretty fantastic game there submitted by validng. Good use of the Nidus Swarm. I love that so much. Again, I think Paria had the right idea with the one-base attack. I think he had the game won here, but he waited too long to push in, and the Nidus Swarm got out, and that was it. validng was on a roll and won the game. So, fantastic play indeed. This has been FalconPaladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. If you like what you saw today, you can hit that like button, you can hit that subscribe, you can share the channel. Also post my videos to Reddit and Team Liquid and Facebook and Twitter and things like that. Again, you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all at /FalconPaladin. Very easy to find that way. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.